Hello. I'm wanting to start. There we go. Almost. I did do it. Hello, it's Musings with Mookie. Actually, I haven't recorded a musing in probably a couple of weeks' time. It just seems to be shifting in a way I can't really follow. But today, I want to talk about rhetoric. And we use, and I say we loosely, because I am a parent. I more than likely use rhetoric the incorrect way. I don't want to say wrong, but the definition of rhetoric is the art of using language, both written and spoken, effectively to inform, persuade, or motivate audiences. So, this musing is going to be the notion of using, it's going to be the notion of saying that we have to stop loving we have to stop loving men and women, like, the women have to stop loving men, and the men have to stop loving women to put them in some type of control or trap. This rhetoric is not meant to apply to the masses, because then there's another type of there's a euphemism that's used, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. The problem with that is, and I'm getting dressed while, luckily I don't have to pull too much over my head. I'm getting dressed while I'm talking about this. So, the problem with that rhetoric is, or that euphemism is, the way people interpret their timelines, the timelines meaning, or their feeds, stuff that comes on whatever feed they're using, whether it's Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, somebody, whether it's Instagram, whether it's, TikTok, now we have Substack, we also have Blue Sky, or Sky, I think it's Blue Sky, or Blue Ski, I don't know. I didn't create these things, so, but I think it may be another, like, bird or whatever, but that's not the point of this. We're not talking about the different apps. So, we say things like, we put things out into the sphere, and it's supposed to fit you because everything's supposed to go towards your algorithm. But it may not necessarily fit you because that's not your love archetype. And we end up playing a role that doesn't suit or fit us when it comes to seeking our romantic partner. When the baseline should be, let the person fly who don't meet the application specifications. Okay? If you are a lover girl, get you a lover girl. Lover man or lover girl, whatever floats your boat. And get you someone that essentially matches your freak. And freak doesn't have to mean anything sexual, but then again, another euphemism. But get someone that matches who you are as a person, as you like to be loved. And some people will play the pretend game, and that's literally when you have to put your standards into place. But these things that come on our timeline, or individual's timeline, and it wants to put you in this box, and the box just keeps getting tighter. And I know I've talked about boxes before. I'm washing my hands because I put my contacts in. I might put my contacts in. I know I need to do something with my face. But it puts you in this box, or tightens the space that you already have, so that you will find someone that's meant to be long lasting. And when it didn't used to be this complicated. And we keep making it complicated because we are insinuating or investigating someone else's relationship based on what we perceive is happening. When we weren't even asked. When people didn't ask for their relationship to be interpreted through a lens. They just want to sell us music. And to be honest, I just want to hear their music. I don't want to know about their love life. I don't want to interpret their love life. I don't want to do any of that. So when you see something on your feed that tells you to stop loving someone, stop loving these men, or stop loving these women, those are generalizations, God, that we don't have to force ourselves to listen to, or we don't have to force them to apply. We don't have to take them as literal gospel per se, for lack of a. We don't have to take them as rule of law to further ourselves. Now, there's actual expert opinions, and I say expert opinions who've done studies and things of that matter, that you can read books on. They don't have to be longer books. You can read excerpts. They're on Substack, or they're different sites. I mean, just even ChatGPT now with you down stuff. Ultimately, we're gonna have to stop using that. But while it's here, at least get some knowledge out of it. Learn to cook a decent meal. Anyway, and I said this before in another musing, we have to love ourselves, and we have to love each other. And we know what doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, we have to move on. I had to learn this lesson many times myself. And sometimes a whole bunch of things can be going on at once that you don't know that you're learning this lesson from the particular person you didn't imagine you would have to learn it from. Because Romeo and Juliet teach us that they're star-crossed lovers, and that moment feels so magical. Why not? Why not be a star-crossed lover? It's so intense. It's so exciting. It's so thrilling. It's rebellious. It wasn't the fact that it was their ages. It was the fact that they were defying odds. They were determined to beat the odds, whether it be numbers, whether it be the odding factions of their family, what's the word? What am I trying to say? The feuding factions of their families, friends that are telling them, hey, this is a really bad idea. One friend even had to die during this, telling them it's a bad idea. I say all these words rambling together, that stop listening while I'm talking to you. Stop listening to social media and applying it to your life. Essentially, do what you want. And if that includes you listening to social media, which I am against, by all means. But really, stop listening to these short, little catchy videos with catchy songs and catchy dance sequences to apply it to your own. It's more harmful than helpful. it doesn't provide you any real meaning, because if you go into the comment section, they're not giving you, they're just giving you anecdotal, they're just giving you advice that's not rooted in any type of study. They're just saying, well, this is what I have seen, not what I have experienced with several different partners, different ethnic backgrounds. There's a whole list of things that go into the formulation of love and partners. It's not a one size fit all. It's more of a, what were you raised to be? What are you trying to be? And what could it be? What is it that in the end you want? Are you willing to have a chaotic love affair? Can you withstand having that type of affair? Is it something, are you trying to push your boundaries? Do you want a quiet love? Something that's quaint? Something that doesn't ruffle the feathers? You know what? I want another mascara. What is it that you want? I don't know if this one is going to make the cut, because it kind of strayed off what I wanted to say. Besides, 420 was yesterday, and I didn't even partake. But yeah, that's Musings with Mookie. I have to go to class, and I will talk to you later. Ciao. Bye.